Welcome all to this Pukhraj Additives LLP presentation. Today we are going to discuss about the different products, their applications, and during this session this will be some learning for the customers, as well as to make them familiar about our products. I'm very much thankful to the Pukhraj management for for giving me the opportunity to present this one, and also I'm thankful to Technobeach because they have given me the opportunity to present in the Rubber Industry Connect program. So this is our company address. It is the head office address. We are based in Bandra, which is in Mumbai, central location. And Mumbai is known as the India capital, business capital. So we are based in Mumbai. And this Pukhraj group, we established our business in 1969. It is in Kandivali. Kandivali is a place around 30 kilometers from Bandra, and this is a very well populated area. So industry forced us to vacate this place, and the local government they told us to move away because this is a municipal area. So we moved now, and currently our two companies, that is Pukhraj Additives LLP and Pukhraj Engineering and Chemicals Private Limited, these are now based in Vasai, around 50 kilometers. Earlier we are around 30 kilometers. Now we have moved to 50 kilometers from Mumbai city. And as you know, 50 kilometers is nothing. And Mumbai is well located, logistically very much advantageous because it has got air, sea, and the road transport facility. This is our manufacturing facilities. The two units, Unit 1 and Unit 2, different processing additives are divided in the two units. In the processing additives, we are manufacturing zincolate products, and also we are manufacturing some struck-based products. Zincolate products are our processing additives, and the struck-based products are our Antitack and the paint, water-based inner and outer paint for the tire industry. So Unit 2 is manufacturing the Antitack product and the paint, water-based inner and outer paint, along with some processing additives. And Unit 1 is mainly manufacturing all the processing additives. So this is the manufacturing facility. We have got all latest equipment for manufacturing the different rubber industry products, like the processing additives and the Antitack and the water-based inner paint and outer paint applications. So we are well connected with the different industry, those who support us for giving us the different machinery, and we are well catered among the industries in India as well as globally. And our products has got the all latest machinery. So why we use the processing additives? So processing additives are different types, like dispersion agent. The dispersing agents, they basically improve the filler dispersion, because filler, the carbon black or the silica, they are not very easy material to incorporate into the rubber. And our processing additives, like the dispersing agent, they improve the filler dispersion and also reduce the mixing time. We have the lubrication agent that improve the compound flow and the release property. The chemical peptiders basically used for natural rubber compounds, particularly used by the tire industry. Natural rubber is a tough material, molecular weight is quite high, and they require the mechanochemical mastication. The synthetic rubber, since the molecular weight is less, they do not require this mechanochemical mastication. However, natural rubber being high molecular weight more than 5 lakhs, so they require the chemical peptidation. The physical peptiders, they reduce the viscosity of the polymer by internal lubrication and also help the downline processing operations. The homogenizing agents basically used when there are two or more polymers, and when there is polymer blend, and basically they improve the polymer blend property and the compound uniformity. The tackifiers are more important during the winter season, because in the summer season in the tropical countries like India, Brazil, Argentina, all these places, Pakistan, Bangladesh, the summer season tack is quite good. However, in winter the tack becomes less, and in the winter season the synthetic rubber, they require the tackifiers. So tackifiers, they improve the green tack, and also they give the homogenizing benefit. Plasticizers are basically for reduction of the Muni viscosity, and also sometimes they help in the climatic conditions like heat, cold, or for low extraction of the solvents. Curative dispersion, some of the dispersing agent for dispersion of the sulfur and the accelerators, they make the uniform dispersion of the curatives and help in the mixing of these materials into the rubber. Basically, the natural rubber, SBR, polybutadiene, this type of rubbers, synthetic polyisoprene, these are the unsaturated rubbers, and they are non-polar rubbers, and most of the accelerators, they are polar. So the accelerators are not easily mixed with the non-polar rubbers. So here the curative dispersing agent helps the dispersion of the curatives. Mold release agent, sometimes for the compression or the transfer mold, people require to use the mold release agent, so that the mold, in the mold, the flow of the compound can be better. And prolonged use of the mold release agent, as well as the molding of the compounds, the mold gets dirty, and that's why the mold cleaning agents are also available. So mold cleaning makes the mold downtime less, and they increase the life of the mold. Considering the Pukhraj products, we are basically dividing our products based on the non-polar rubbers and the polar rubbers. In case of non-polar rubbers like NR, SBR, BR, and IR, these type of rubbers are mostly used by the general purpose products like the tire, the conveyor belt, hose, all these industries, they use this type of polymers. And in case of natural rubber, the chemical peptiders are used, like we have the Zincolate 07. This is our brand is Zincolate. Zincolate 07 is a pentachlorothiophenol based peptider. It is the material is banned in many countries, particularly in the European Union. However, the second category, the DVD type, the dibenzamido diphenyl disulfide type, that is accepted by the European Union, and Zincolate 89 is our brand. So 40 to 45% DVD material is present, and rest is the inorganic filler. So these materials are used in the natural rubber compound in very small amount, 0.1 to 0.3 pHr. So depending on the amount of the natural rubber, the dose of this chemical peptider is decided. in case of physical peptiders, mainly they are the zinc soaps, zincolate Mn50, zincolate PN60, and zincolate T. So these are the basically the different structural and active plus equivalent materials. Mn50 and PN60 grades are equivalent to structural A50, and zincolate T is equivalent to active plus T. So these are the zinc soaps, mainly the palm, rice bran, stearic acid, lauric acid. These are the acid part and the zinc oxide. So it is a mixture of zinc oxide and these fatty acids. And the function of these materials are for the carbon black dispersion. And in natural rubber compound or NRBR, SBR compound, this type of zinc soaps helps in the carbon black dispersion. Zincolate RN44 and zincolate 24, these are the product which helps the dispersion of the mineral fillers like the silica, clay, calcium carbonate, etc. So in case of the white or color compounds where the silica or clay or calcium carbonate is used, our zincolate RN44 or zincolate 24 is used, mainly for the dispersion of these white fillers. Sometimes people go for very thick natural rubber based articles like the railway products or the dock fenders. There they go for the use of the zincolate 73 or 73 plus materials. These are called the retarding agent. They are also termed as retarders, and they retard the curing process, and also they act as processing aids in thick rubber articles based on natural rubber, SBR or polybutadiene. So these products are mainly used in the NR, SBR, BR or IR based products. Sometimes when we go for blending like natural rubber SBR or natural rubber polybutadiene or butyl EPDM, so on. So we use the homogenizers. In case of the black compounds, the homogenizers are 40, zincolate 40 or zincolate 40P material. These are basically the mixture of hydrocarbon resins, and they help in the polymer blend and basically for homogenization of the carbon black filler in both the polymers, so that the carbon black filler can be equally distributed between the two polymers. So in black compounds, it is the 40 or 40P, and in non-black compounds, it is the zincolate 70NS and zincolate 60NS. These are the mixture of aliphatic hydrocarbon resins, and basically more useful for polymers like butyl and EPDM, and they may be also compatible with the natural rubber SBR or polybutadiene. And zincolate 70NS and 60NS we recommend for white or color compounds. For polar rubbers like nitrile, NBR, chlorobutyl or bromobutyl, CIIR and BIIR, polychloroprene, CR, chlorosulfonated polyethylene, CSM, acrylic rubber, AEM, and FKM, fluorinated rubber, the Viton. So these type of rubbers, our fatty acid esters and fatty acid amides are used. In case of esters, we have the zincolate BB222 and zincolate SB212. The difference between the two, the latter is inorganic filler filled, 80% ester and 20% inorganic filler, whereas the BB222 that is having 100% ester. So ester material, basically they improve the flow, and also they make the gloss appearance. The surface appearance of the product becomes shiny. And zincolate AA16, this we call as a dispersing agent and also a flow promoter, and it is used in rubbers like NBR, acrylonitrile butadiene rubber, and polychloroprene, CR. So even in CSM, this zincolate AA16 acts as a dispersing agent and flow promoter. Again, for EPDM rubber, we are having the fatty acid ester like zincolate 42. The 42 material is used in internal mixers, whereas the 42M, zincolate 42M, is used for the mill mixing. So when you make an EPDM compound in an internal mixer like Banbury or Kneader or intermix, you can go for zincolate 42 use, and 42M you will be using while you go for mixing in the two-roll mill. So what the 42 makes, they make the flow promotion and also the surface appearance, and particularly very useful in EPDM compounds. Metal soap, fatty acid and amides. This is zincolate D5, very good material, and it's a powerful dispersing agent for high field compounds based on natural rubber, SBR and black compound. D5 is a very good powerful dispersing agent for highly filled batch or even high viscosity, off grade. Suppose you have got off grade rubber in your factory, the viscosity is not meeting the requirement, higher than the requirement, then our D5 material is a very good material for the viscosity reduction of the compounds. And we have found with many of our customers, they are very happy with the zincolate D5 product. Zincolate A, again, a very good dispersing agent for the polychloroprene rubber and the chlorosulfonated polyethylene rubber. So this material helps the dispersion of the filler in this type of rubbers, polychloroprene and chlorosulfonated polyethylene. Zincolate NK254 is a zinc-free processing additives. Basically, this additive was made for the European Union when there were a lot of discussion regarding the zinc-free products. So NK254 is a zinc-free processing additives for natural rubber, SBR, BR, and IR, and especially this is used by the tire industry. We have the Tackifier and Plasticizer range, very good material for the dispersion of the mineral fillers. Mineral fillers are not compatible with the non-polar rubbers like NR, SBR, polybutadiene or IR, EPDM, butyl. This type of non-polar rubbers, when we go for mixing of the mineral fillers like silica, calcium carbonate or talc, we do not get very good tack. So here the batch becomes very hard and tough, difficult to handle. And here this zincolate BSNL, which is a black color viscous liquid, and this acts as an excellent tackifier and plasticizer. And we recommend the pHR 3 to 7 pHR. The zincolate BSNL is for the black color compound, whereas BSNL NS is for non-black compounds. The zincolate BSNL NS is having comparatively less viscosity compared to the zincolate BSNL NS. So NS Eco material is preferred by certain customers because it is easy to handle, and BSNL NS material is a very highly viscous material, and it becomes very difficult to handle in the winter season when it is the temperature is close to 0 degrees centigrade. The BSNL NS type of material becomes difficult. So then BSNL NS Eco will be the good material. And these materials are acting as a tackifier as well as for improving the flow or plasticity of the compound. So these materials are very useful for dispersion of the mineral fillers. And also they will be helpful for high loading carbon black batches. Then we have the Antitack Materials, basically the soap solutions in liquid form. There are many grades like soap solution, then soap solution with binders and inorganic fillers like clay, Our product are struck in. The struck in is the liquid material. It's a soap solution with inorganic fillers like clay, and solid content is around 30 to 40%. Then there are soap solutions with 60 to 70% solid content. These are based on inorganic fillers, clay, and also calcium carbonate. So the solid content has been increased by the incorporation of the clay as well as calcium carbonate. Whereas in the former material, it is only the clay material. Struck-in powder, it is a powder material. It's basically a soap with binders and inorganic fillers like clay, available in the powder form and readily mixed with water. So these Antitack products are used basically when you make the internal mixing in a Banbury or mixing in an intermix or in a kneader. The batch is dumped into the two-roll mill, and then batch is seated out. Now these seats you cannot put directly one above other. They will stick badly. The Antitack material is basically acting as a fine layer between the rubber, two layers of rubber. So the two layer of rubber will not now stick after application of the Antitack material. So these Antitack material after application, they have to be, the rubber compound has to be dried completely. And then if you go for stacking one after another, there will be no sticking. So certain industry, they go for these liquid Antitacks, and certain industry, they prefer for the powder grade Antitack solution, Antitack materials. These are the different water-based paint, inner and outer paint for the tire industry. We have the Struck-in 50 water-based inner paint, high mica containing paint, and this type of paint 50% solid content, and they can be directly used as such after rolling the drum on the soft floor. Just you roll the drum in the soft floor, and then you can directly use. So this is a high mica field paint, whereas Struck-in 45 is the low mica field water-based inner paint. And this low field inner paint is now preferred by the those who are making the radial tires, and those basically making the bias tires. They go for these high field, high mica based inner paints. The Struck-in 20 is the water-based outer paint, and some of the industries they nowadays stopped using the outer paint because they have modified the sidewall compound, and they have improved the flow of the sidewall compound, so they don't use the outer paint material. However, those who use, for them our product is water-based one and environment friendly, and this is a 20% solid content material and ready to use. We have the water-based bladder coating paint, single coat bladder coating paint. Again, this one is ready to use material. You have to use on the bladders, and after one round of coating, you can go for 8 to 10 tire curing. And the Struck SF28, this is the multi-release paint, water-based multi-release paint, mostly used by the passenger car radial tires as well as motorcycle tires. So in this type of paint, if you apply one round of paint in a tire, then you can go for multiple round, around 8 to 10 round of tires can be cured by application of one round of paint in a single tire. Again, this is ready to use material. So our we advise, or we give the approach to our customers, like in the mixing area, what are the different operations are involved, like in the mixing, the polymer viscosity control. Sometimes when you go for blending, you require the homogenization and also the filler incorporation or the filler dispersion. So our products are metal soap, homogenizers, and also the fatty acid esters or fatty acid amides. So metal soap, basically the zinc soaps, or homogenizers, your resins, basically the aromatic resin or the aliphatic resin. I want to tell you, that aromatic grade products that are not accepted by the European Union. So European Union only wants the aliphatic grade homogenizers. So what are the benefit we get? Viscosity reduction, compatibility in case of the two polymers, polymer blends, and also we can reduce the mixing time and dispersion of the fillers. In case of batch off means it is the application of the Antitack material. The problem is the sticking. So Antitack coating will not allow to stick the batches, and the benefit you are going to get the better batch release. And extrusion, calendaring, and building operations, we recommend the fatty acid amides or the metal soap, Antitack coatings, and homogenizers. The problem associated flow, less flow, we can get benefit of more flow. Poor release, we can get the benefit of better release, and less tack, we can get the high tack. The homogenizers can also give you good tack. In case of the vulcanization involving the compression molding, transfer molding, or injection molding, our fatty acid amide and metal soap, they will give increase in flow. Release agents like the esters, they will give you the release, and fatty acid amide and metal soap also will give less mold fouling. And better flow and release, it is the esters also. So these are the industries we serve from the Pukhraj Additives. We are serving to the tire industry, to the belting, conveyor, and V-belt and power transmission belt, automotive part like the your seals, gaskets, O-rings, fenders, and so on. Then footwear, the hose, and roller industry, rubber roller. Rubber rollers are basically for the printing industry, and also the rice dehusking rolls, and different latex grade items like the condoms, the gloves, the latex, different other latex products, and the balloons. So here we are serving our dispersing agents or the homogenizers, fatty acid amides, fatty acid esters, and zinc soaps. And also in the tire industry, we are sending the inner and outer paint, and the Antitack we are serving to all solid rubber mixing companies. So these are some of our name of our partners. They are our they have in contact with us for many years, and with the help of them, we are able to develop our different products, and we work with them with hands in hand, and they suggest us to improve our products, and also some of the new products we can introduce with the help of them. Some of the domestic customer name or partner name is there, and also some international partners. We are serving across the globe. We have our different partners, which are basically our agents. They are serving in the European Union and also in America, the Latin America also in Southeast Asia. And for our domestic sales, we are sometimes we are directly selling to our customers, and also sometimes we are selling through our different partners. So the contact point for our company, Mr. Narayan Masan, he is our MD, Managing Director and CEO. His email address is given, and the cell number also given. Karina Nakpal is our Finance Director. her email address and cell number is also given. And the last one is my email address. You can contact me for any of your interest or any of your inquiry regarding our product. We can directly give you the support and also solution for different of your problems. Because these processing additive products, these are basically the helping, these are the aids. They are for helping the industry, rubber industry. So for more detail, you can go for our website, www.pukhrajjinkole.com, which is Pukhraj Additives, which is a partner for rubber processing additives. And we want you be in touch with us. Finally, the Technobij has given me the opportunity to speak about our products, to tell you about the different benefits we get out of the use of our products through the program Rubber Industry Connect. Thank you very much. I want to thank Technobij once again for giving me the opportunity to present.